Salute to all the real ones out there. It's your boy Mike coming at you again with another video. Yo, y'all like the content I've been dropping, direction of my channel was headed in. I need you to like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos with anybody else you think may benefit from them, alright? Now, today's topic is honestly going to be called random thoughts. Just simply random thoughts. And it's more of just a rant on some of the things that I've come to realize. You know, at this point, I'm 38 years old, very observant of what's been happening around me. And, you know, for my YouTube audience who actually has been tuning into my videos, listening, liking, commenting, and sharing, I definitely appreciate you for being a part of my community. The one real thing that I've just been peeping is that, like, if you're a man who's trying to lead a relationship in today's age, I would say that you're challenged in ways that are almost unfathomable to previous generations. Like, I think this specific point where we are as a society as a whole, like across the world, anywhere that is, let's say, a developed nation that has smartphones and social media and all these other things where people can plug into a virtual world, what I'm seeing is this is making it exponentially harder to form lasting relationships, because everybody's kind of striving for an image of what they want in their life, but a major part of that is going to be from what they see on the internet. So, like, let's say you're a good guy, right? You out here working, you making money, you're doing everything to, let's say, level yourself up so that you're attractive to a potential partner. I'm married and everything like that, but just imagining myself as a single guy in this day and age, I'd probably be a little bit jaded, depending on where I am. Like, if I'm in a Western country, I would probably be more willing to forego dating altogether and just focus on all aspects of my own personal development. The goal, of course, is always self-actualization, but I probably would not even waste my time, let's say, being on Tinder, swiping left, swiping right in a Western country. Not to say that it's not possible for you to find that, but what I would say is that, like, even me and my relationship and being married and all of that, like, I can just see that social media and like the internet, smartphones, all of that, it's really presenting a very challenging aspect for anybody to actually overcome. Because at any given point, if you're a man listening to this video, your woman's head and emotional state can be dictated by something that is outside of you. It can be from a reel or a short or a video that she watched that is now about to change her whole mental attitude towards the dynamic of the relationship. So how do you combat something like that? You see what I mean? Or the fact that many people are walking around with an inflated sense of ego because of maybe the attention that they garner online. So it's like men and women are constantly in the back of their head thinking that they can get better, that the grass is greener on the other side, but it's really just an illusion. It's a farce. And what I'm seeing with a lot of people is that there's this superficiality that is becoming more and more thick as time goes on for you to actually reach the actual person. So what I mean with that is, we're all kind of living in our own little bubble. So, like, if you're listening to this video, really think to yourself, how many close friends do I have? How many real, strong, solidified connections are at my disposal when I need them? You know what I'm saying? Where are the people who really have, like, a vested interest in deepening the relationship or bond with me? What I see is that we're in a time where it's like all bonds have become by default diluted. Now, of course, this is just my perspective from what I'm seeing, what I observe. You know, like, I'm a person who is methodical, you know. So like, for example, I'll go to a cafe on a Tuesday afternoon, have a seat there with a book that I'm interested in reading. I'll cover a bunch of pages, order a coffee or two, and sometimes when I'm in deep thought about what I just read, I'll observe the people that I see walking past or that are even in my direct vicinity. And like, taking it just from my gut intuition and all the things that I've, let's say, understood over time, I can really see that there's something that's so unique and strange happening right now in this world. Like, I can't really put my finger on it. Maybe some of the people who are listening to this video will get what I mean, but like, there is something that's happening to humans in mass where there's a lack of substance. There's a, like I said, a superficiality that's starting to wash over the psyche of so many people. And, you know, it's no knock on smartphones or technology, but I realize that there is a very, very important takeaway from what I observe in the world. And it's that you have to hold true to the values and principles from previous generations that allowed people to become great. So basically, the things that are getting pushed to the left so that people can be quickly entertained, fast gratification about everything, I'm leaning more towards using things from antiquity to bring me up to a higher level in this world of superficiality. So to put it plainly, I take philosophies from the old ways of thinking from thousands of years ago, and I implement that into my current way of leading my life. Like Stoicism, I brought this up in previous videos before. Or, for example, instead of, you know, getting a Kindle or reading on my phone, I buy physical books. And the only way that you'll ever see me touching my phone when I'm reading a book is if I have a word that I do not know exactly what it means. I will directly take my phone, write a number of whatever word that is that I don't understand in the book, and at the bottom of the page, I'll, you know, of course, use my phone to define it, and I'll write down that definition. So then that way I'm like always expanding my vocabulary. But what I see is like, it's a very weird dynamic that's happening, you know what I mean? And no one is immune. It doesn't matter who you are as a man. It doesn't matter where you are in this world. If there's any type of technology that's, you know, like the technology we use on the daily, if that's anywhere in your vicinity, you're gonna see a change in the people that you come in contact with. You see, it's like this zest for life has just been warped. And I'm not speaking for my own self, because I feel very much alive, and I'm doing all of the things to channel my energy towards things that will bring me progress. You know, reading all these books is expanding my knowledge, it's helping me to communicate more effectively, and of course I'm becoming more of a well-rounded person. You know, getting into fitness and working out, like, once again, we're in a time where most people's lives are sedentary. It's relatively comfortable to be a human in this age. You don't really have to get out into the field and, you know, deal with the soil and the actual nature in order for you to get creature comforts like delicious food or, you know, fruits and vegetables. You can just go purchase those things. Or even relationships, you know, it's not really a concerted effort to court a woman, show her everything that you offer, take her to different places, get to know her as an individual, and then, you know, put a title onto the relationship and eventually have sex and move forward. Like, now it's just hookup culture. So imagine like the damage that's being done on both sides. Imagine, you know, if you're a level-headed woman or man in today's world, how hard it is to actually just find a significant other that will help you fulfill all of your goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was a dude for real single, especially like in America, I would not be even on the dating apps. I would not even look at the women that are around me. I would not even flirt or anything. Like, I would seriously just have my head down, nose to the grindstone, focused on all of my goals, and I would only plan trips 2-3 weeks here and there where I go to countries and explore, and if I just so happen to come across a woman that I can enjoy the time with while I'm there, that's the only way that I would really even consider dating in the Western world, because things are just so warped. You know, I'm watching TV being in Germany, and I'm seeing the same thing that I called out in 2012 as a reality. It's becoming so in your face, you know, 1080p, you know, it's so high, like 4K definition with the fuckery. Back in 2012, I said that there's definitely a gay agenda that's being pushed in a subtle fashion to make people feel that this behavior and way of life is normal, even though it's a very, very small subset of the population who identifies as gay or trans or this or that. Like, I could see that there's an effort to push it in every way, shape, or form, whether it be a commercial about dating, then they have like more gay couples now, or if it's a commercial about even something like chips or snacks, there's a gay couple that's eating the chips and snacks. You see, like they were sneaking it in back then. So now it's at a point where it's almost where you have to run away from it, you know. So I'm not a very big TV watcher anyway, but if and when, you know, my wife plops down and turns on the TV and I just catch a glance of what's happening, like at this point, it's where there's a dating show where the people are completely naked and you only see the person from their basically genitalia down. And if you decide to keep them based on what you say there, then it eventually goes up to like chest area. And if you still like what you see, then it finally gets to the face. So you see what that's doing on a subconscious level? It's making everybody think of their lower nature, sex, the other gender, as basically a utility for me to have an orgasm before I actually look at the individual in their face and figure out who they are as a person. I'm rating them and judging them based on just what I see at their bare naked body. I'm seeing more and more shows about, like, there's a show called Shopping Queen, where basically every single woman on the panel gets a certain amount of money and they get a time limit to basically fit whatever theme has been established as the premise for the show. So like, let's say it was I don't know, a night on the French Riviera. That's the theme, right? In June, a night on the French Riviera in June. So women have to basically go find outfits that they think would fit that scenario perfectly. And of course they have to stay within budget and they have to meet the time restraint. But what they're doing, instead of having like different types of women of different ages from spread out through areas of Germany, they're now making it Shopping Queen, but it's all men. So it's all gay men, or it's all trans men. You see what I'm saying? Or there was a show called Take Me Out. You see what I'm saying? You basically got like 30 women who are all standing there, and then you have a man that comes out and he basically gives his pitch on why he should be able to, you know, get with one of these women. So they get to see what he's about in like a number of videos, you know, where he works, what he finds important, and he kind of explains himself, and the women can buzz him out. You know what I mean? If they, you know, hit a button, their little platform will turn red, so it'll show that they're not interested. And of course the host will go around and ask, hey, you know, why are you still liking him? Why do you not like him? Why did you buzz him out? You know, and it's like entertaining to a certain degree. But what I'm saying is it's doing much more damage than you can ever imagine, because it's making it seem like think about it, 30 whole women are just standing there single, and then guy after guy after guy after guy is coming up there trying to shoot their shot. You know what I mean? So what it does is it makes male attention worthless. You know, it puts women that much higher on a pedestal, because like I'm seeing dudes that are up there like, hey, you know, I cook, I clean, you know, I find it important for a woman to, you know, work out and take care of her body. And then you'll hear women buzzing him out, doom, right? So then they'll go and ask, hey, you know, why did you buzz him out? Oh, well, You know, I kind of like a guy who's a little bit more chaotic. Like, I don't like a guy who's so clean and so, you know, this and that. Then they go to the next girl. Oh, well, what's up with, you know, he's too, like, active. You know, I need, like, a bad boy, this, that, this. So it's like, that's on one side of the equation. But the crazy part of it is now they're making a take me out where it's only men. So it's all gay men. Or a take me out where it's all gay women. And like, I could just see that the world we living in is changing so rapidly, you know. And I thank God that I'm a person who actually is aware of this matrix that we're in, and I'm picking up on all the subtle cues that most people overlook, you know. So it's a gift and a curse, and this video was just meant to express some of the things that I'm noticing. And if you're like a solid dude, you know, you have a relationship, you're doing everything, like, I'll just tell you this: self-actualization will be your only salvation. Nothing's coming to save you, and the world's getting more and more crazy. So hold true to all your principles and values, and I think you'll win in the end. So with that being said, like, comment, subscribe. I'll holler at you on the next one.